Alright, I'm gonna put a little music on real quick, y'all. It's the weekend, right? Cause y'all might be in the car or just chilling or whatever, you know what I mean? And if you don't want to listen to it, just fast forward about a minute and a half.
Out, why should I ask you? Fuck to blast you, bullets will pass through. Quick on the draw, yeah, nigga, you fast too. Get you a mask too. Hungry like I'm on a fast too. SP is flipping like the bills is past due. Sweet and salty like cashews. D-block, pools light up. Can't rest, can't sleep, can't eat. Plan A don't work, then I'm going to plan B. Feeding the family. Friends second, boys learn the men lesson. Red earners flipping when the fam's stressing. Depressed, I regress instead of progress. You could die tomorrow from the burbs to the projects. Anybody's a target. Bullseye, please move on. I get hit with the horns, I got the bullseyes. Fire this time around, Styles. DJ Stay on the paper chase, to the paper straight. My niggas hustle anytime, even on an ankle brace. Can't take a break, fuck around and break a face. Yeah, cause that's what it takes to make the cake. I get the way to move the shit from 8 to 8. I mean state to state, in the 10 to 8. If you ain't seen the shit done, let me demonstrate. Cause I'm the hardest nigga out in any state. You don't believe me, we can get it in any place. Bare knuckle brawler, hecklers the death caller. I ain't going shopping, but I bet you I'll maul ya. Over like the running back that played for the Oilers. Surrounded by gangsters, ghetto divas and ballers. Smoke in the air while the champagne's pouring. Stick up kids outside early in the morning. Scheming on the victim, they gon' get it on it. Me, I'm on the right end, never on the wrong end. Reminisce on real niggas when I was touring.
Man, these white people are going crazy.
I'm right here.
They're fighting with each other in the yard. The dogs, the cats.
I won't. What's your ass? They just jumped me. You pulled my ass right from my truck. Who jumped you? Who jumped her? You fucking quit. You fucking quit.
The dog. No, she. The cat? Another dog.
Bitch, you Get off! She did that on purpose, Mom! She put her hand in her gut!
That shit looks like WWE and shit. Yeah, they didn't seem too coherent. All right, y'all. Back to the episode.
Welcome to the Jadakiss Styles P-Show.
Yo, let's go. Another vibe. I'm from the other side, where the boys will kill your whole mother side. But I ain't really trying to hear that, cause the 40 cali's in the range where the airbag was. Them things that make noise is on us. The boys is on us. When it's our turn, the law to warn us. Take care of my shorties if a few of them hit me. But right now I got blowing them with me. Cash bag under the old leather. Motherfucker, I move more birds in cold weather. Niggas ain't telling, they stabbing you. Understand the kush ain't purple, it's lavender. It's a dog, I'm dealing with a much high caliber. And I'm a champion, you gon' always be challenger. My D-block BMF niggas will handle you. You can look in my eyes and see that I damage you. Let's go.
if you think about it too, well, first, like, just think about the amount of people, specifically black and brown people. But there's white people too that fall into that category, because obviously there's white people that are locked up. But just think about the amount of people that cannot vote, the amount of potential voters, because obviously everyone wouldn't vote, but just think between people that are out on probation and parole, and I'm speaking about Milwaukee and Wisconsin specifically, because I know different states have different laws when it comes to like getting your rights back and stuff as far as voting. When you're involved in the criminal justice system and all that stuff. But here in Wisconsin, like, you know what I mean? Just so someone in our state, right? Because you don't get your voting rights back until you've discharged all parole, you paid all your money up and all that stuff. You can't owe $1. I don't care if your discharge date has passed. If you still owe some money, you're still on parole. They won't discharge you. But between people out on probation and parole, people that are locked up in the county jail, I'm saying that haven't been convicted of whatever they're in there for yet. You know what I'm saying? Because they're still eligible to vote. Some people don't know that. Some people don't care. You know what I mean? Whatever information's not getting told to them or asked if they want to vote in there, which is some of the jailer's fault and the sheriff's department's fault. Well, actually, they play a lot of that as their fault. Between them, you know what I'm saying, and then immigrants that are here that are on visas, that are on work visas, they can't vote. They can't vote. And because I've spoken to 4. I know that's not a large sample size, but that's enough. Because they all have the same basically the same story. Because I had asked, sometimes I go to the gas station real early in the morning when I'm out doing my work, when I'm out delivering and stuff. Sometimes I'll stop for gas before I go to work or whatever and stuff like that. Stop off, get a snack, that kind of stuff. Get air in the tire, all that kind of stuff. So one of the guys, he's an East Indian guy. And because he was asking me one time I went there if I knew anyone that was selling a car or whatever. He was looking to buy a car. And I was like, no, blah, blah, blah. No, I think I told him I would look or whatever because my girlfriend's son, he, works at a dealership. So I told him I checked, blah, blah, blah. And then we started talking about, because I was like, asked him what he was or whatever, you know what I mean? And he told me, and I asked him if he was voting. Yeah, that's what it was. I asked him if he was voting. You know what I mean? And to be honest with you, I don't know how to work visas. I don't know he was here on a work visa. I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I just assume that he's just been here for a while. We're just in America. There's all kinds of different people here. It's a melting pot. That's what I'm saying. So, I don't get caught up in that. You know what I'm saying? I just see somebody working in a gas station. You know what I'm saying? I just assume he's been living here for a while. Blah, blah, you know what I'm saying? So I'd asked him and shit. I was like, who are you voting? I was like, are you voting? And he was like, huh? Almost like shocked that I was asking. Almost like he knew that I knew he couldn't vote. And I was like, no. He was like, I can't. And I was like, what do you mean? And then he started explaining to me the work visa stuff. Because I think he said his work visa was, don't quote me, but I think he said it was for 2 years or whatever. And then, so basically you just work. You got to, obviously everyone wants to stay out of trouble just because you make good decisions and you don't want to be in trouble. But he was saying you got to stay out of trouble, basically work and stuff like that. And just, so I was like, basically, and that was pretty much it. And he was saying they can't vote. So I was like, but you can't vote? Because I assumed he was and I was like, damn, y'all can't vote? So that don't make sense. So you're here paying taxes, staying out of trouble, being affected by everything else. You're being affected by everything else that everyone else that's from here, that they're affected by. you're affected by, groceries going up. You're affected by the gas prices, which gas is actually cheap now. You're affected by the groceries. You eat, you go to the grocery store, you put gas in your car, you go shopping, you drive on the roads. So it's like you're doing everything else that literally everyone else here is doing. But, by the way, you can't vote. But you're living here, you're doing everything else that everyone else here that is American, that lives in this country, in this city and all that, and wherever you're from, and, in the city where I'm speaking to everyone, doing the same stuff. Blending in, staying out of trouble. I mean, some people fuck up, get in trouble, whatever, but those are all decisions. But I'm saying, everyone does, it's like, why can't I have a say in who's going to run the country when all of this stuff affects me just like it does you as well? Isn't that just basic Cali sense? And that goes to show you, so that's what I'm saying, like that stuff is planned. Because when people are sitting down, making these laws, because there was somebody or some people, whoever does that, whoever literally sits down and created, the rules and all the stuff that goes into a visa application, all the questions that go on there, all the requirements, everything that you have to be eligible for, the literal questions on there. Are you blah, 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 and this, blah, 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 and all of that stuff, right? There's literally people that have to create that and make that up, and they get to decide what questions they're going to ask. And so they're basically setting everything up. You know what I mean? So that's by design. So someone had to make a conscious decision in their mind that, okay, well, part of this agreement for you coming over here, part of it is going to be that you cannot vote. So all you can basically do is come over here and work for us and make our economy better, make our communities, run smoother and all that stuff like that. Because who do you think is working? Because, like, a lot of people would be saying, like, that a lot of the Arabs and stuff, and they'll be owning a gas station. Some of them people would be different. They're not all the same, you know what I mean? And some of them people would just literally be here on work visas, just working in these gas stations, just trying to find a job. They don't own the gas station. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure that happens. People that do come on work visas, after a while, they've been here. I'm sure at some point, definitely that's going on. But I'm saying, like, the ones that I've spoken to, they're here on work visas, the little 2-year work visas, and then you got to get it renewed. You can't have no fuck-ups. So, like, basically, in a way, to a smaller degree, someone that's here on a work visa, that's kind of like being on probation or parole on a lower scale. On a lower scale, think about that. Because on probation and parole, no fuck up. You do anything, you go back to jail, for breaking a rule, not a law. They send you back here for breaking rules, y'all, not laws. Think about that shit. Go buy a car without asking your PO. I didn't say tell your PO, asking your PO. Go buy a car without asking her. Go get a new bank account without asking her. Go move without asking her. Go buy, anything significant. Like a car or a house or, stuff like that. You gotta ask them. You gotta let them know about all that stuff. So, like, in a way, you know what I'm saying? Because basically someone here on a visa, all of them told me this. Because I asked the ones that I run into or that work at them gas stations that I done got kind of cool with, enough to, have them conversations with them. When I asked them, they were like, they'll tell me, like, no, I can't. And their story would be pretty much the same as the other people. And I'll be like, damn, you know what I mean? Like, they might have been here a slightly shorter amount of time, slightly longer amount of time, but it was the same stuff, basically. Come over here, you can work, and then once a visa runs out, you can re-up, and then they get to decide if they want to if they're going to re-up you and let you stay. You know what I mean? And all that stuff. So That's crazy. So in reality, and who are the majority of those people on the parole? You know what I'm saying? That are immigrants. And I know there's white immigrants that come. There's immigrants that are crossing the Canadian border. That don't even get a lot of conversation. We watched some on YouTube about that. And that was real legit, too, because dude went down there and was literally talking to one of the border agents at the Canadian border about it. So this wasn't just somebody on YouTube just giving basically an opinion. Like, dude went down there. You know what I'm saying? But that's the other thing. I know I'm getting off, but that's another thing with that border stuff. There's so much going on. And in reality, like, no matter who you ask, like, someone's going to tell you something different. I would be willing to bet if I talk to, I'm just throwing so you understand what I'm saying. If I was down there and I talked to 5 border agents, they probably all have completely different scenarios, like how they think things are going and how, like the process and all. Like everyone would have it, and then they would throw their opinion in on it too. But basically, you know what I'm saying? Like, so basically someone that's here on a work visa, that's kind of like being on parole in a way. Because I can imagine someone like that, you don't feel completely free. You know what I'm saying? One slip up, and then you're over here too. Just got here, so brand new. There's a language barrier. You don't know anybody. You have no connections. You know what I'm saying? For the most part. I'm sure there's people that come over that got connections. Someone that may have come over here and then got citizenship or whatever and all that. And I don't know how that works, but it is just crazy. But all that's by design, and just think. And then, like, they can't vote. That's the other part about it. People on work, they can't vote. Because that was the most crazy thing. Because I'm like, damn, they're over here working. I assume that, like, was part of the package. You come all the way over here, go through all that work, abide by all these rules, basically signing up for probation. Because that's another way. They're basically keeping an eye on you. And then that's another way of them having all your information. That's like when Michelle was saying earlier. You know what I'm saying? That's why when you come over here, they want to check and do all this stuff, because it's a way of them being able to keep up with you. If people are coming over here, I want them to be healthy and get checked out. I want them to be able to drive. I want them to be able to get to work. We complain and talk about that as an issue in the black community, how, like, transportation, getting out to some of where these damn jobs are out in the damn suburbs and stuff like that, and how we can't get out there. Like, why can't we have at least that compassion for, because like I said, no matter how anyone feels about it, migrants are coming. So why not, like, create yourself a plan to be able to deal with it in your mind? Ain't nobody bothered. And that's the thing. They've been over here for years. Where do you think some of and I don't know the percentage, who's legal and who's still waiting for it and all that. Who do you think the majority when you run into somebody Mexican, I'm saying not like have a conversation, but when you go to a restaurant, like a Mexican restaurant, if you're in Milwaukee, you go on the south side, you go to a food truck, you go to like a restaurant where you go in and sit down. You can go through the back alleys of downtown Milwaukee here where like most of the restaurants are at, no matter how big or small. If you just like go through the alleys, like of the back, what would be the back of the restaurants, at any given time, you'll see somebody Latin outside throwing garbage away, sweeping up the alley, right by the area by where, the entrance or exit is and that kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or they're, might be taking a break for a few minutes, or they're coming in and out to work. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying. And that's what they're doing. Or you might see somebody Latin cleaning windows outside, or you might see somebody Latin in the back of a car or something pulling, cleaning supplies out because they're about to go clean some business or something. Like the Molly Maid services and all that. The majority of those people will be Latin people. Just observe. We all see it, and that's the thing. We don't really pay attention. But when election time rolls around and they start making it an issue, then we start taking sides on shit. When's the last time a migrant's knocked on your door? When's the last time a migrant broke in your house? When's the last time a migrant literally took a job from you? You know what I'm saying? Like, just, people got to start thinking things through logically and not about what if, like, oh, well, what if, like, you know what I'm saying? I am not worried about somebody way over on the West Coast coming over here and taking something from me. I'm just not. That's not even a thought on my mind. And the only reason I talk about it, I'm thinking because it's an issue. It's President's time. You know what I'm saying? So, like, but you would just wish people would just use, like, common sense. You know what I mean? But that's where, you know, and that's where, like, all the race stuff comes into it and taking sides and all that, because a lot of this stuff is just basic common sense that, like, a 13 or 14 or 12-year-old will be able to be like, yeah, that's right. No, that's wrong. No, like for real, y'all. But we're on these sides. We're on these teams. You know what I mean? Because I ain't gonna lie. You know, half the reason I'm supporting Kamala Harris is because she is black and brown. I ain't gonna lie to you, that is what it is. Because that's the reason why a lot of white people vote for their president. Look how many white presidents there's been. And look who the majority of the voter is in this country. Over 88% of the people in Wisconsin are white voter. Of the people that vote, 88, I saw it on the news, 88% of the voters in the state of Wisconsin are white. So that means only 12%, everyone else is mixed into that 12%. That's why it's always been a white man president. That's why Republicans are always controlling stuff. They make all these laws and stuff. They're the ones who can change gun laws. Chevy Johnson can't change no gun law. Chevy Johnson, you know what I'm saying? And he said that. And that's we, like, just basic, people should just understand that. Like, how can you say you're doing your research and then not come across that? And then if you do, you just, oh, well, that don't fit what I'm saying, so, man, let me go over that. Because that doesn't tie in with how I think or I want to say, even though it's real. Yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, anyone black or brown voting for Trump, we don't have nothing to talk about really, because you're against me because he is. That's so backwards. That, like, for me, there's nothing else to this. Because Trump's a racist. That it's that simple for me. That's why I don't mess with dude at all. Like, I don't mess with him for, you know, multiple other reasons too. But that's the main one, and that's the only one I need. It's simple. There's no point in even having a long conversation with anyone about that anymore. If anyone asks me why, you know, well, why don't I say because he's a racist? There's no better reason than that, right? I don't even need to get into anything about anything else. He's a racist. Because like I said, if anyone listening, it don't matter who it is, if anyone, well, I would say 99% of people, if anyone called you a racist slur, I don't care if you're black, white, Latin, whoever, if someone called, whether it's a stranger, a friend, a coworker, acquaintance, anything like that, called you some racist, any of that stuff, whether it's through a text, online, in your face, at work, whatever the scenario, wherever the situation is, right? If someone did that to you, you wouldn't want to have nothing to do with them. You'd probably get into an argument, potentially a fight. You'd cuss them out. You'd check them, whatever, right? And that'd be it. You wouldn't want to have nothing to do with them. And you'd make sure they knew it. But when it comes to Trump, it seems to be different for some reason. Why? Why can he do it? And he's a complete stranger to y'all. Y'all know dude off of TV and the slogans and the drill, baby, drill, and the wall. Come on, man. And the other thing too, Like, yeah, well, I don't have no problem with what Barack said. And I'm going to be honest with you, I didn't listen to the whole interview and thing, but just in general, the idea, I don't know his tone and I don't know how but just in general, I'm okay with him having that talk. Because, you know, more than 85% of us that are voting for Kamala Harris and that are supporting Kamala Harris, we're wondering the same thing that he is. He's just in more of a position to ask people. Like, yo, like, really? It's almost like, dang, y'all. In another way, it's him saying, like, dog, y'all, I mean, would you rather him come up to you and be like, dude, why are y'all voting for this old white racist man over the black woman who's never like, come on. Y'all, there's been white presidents 45 times. That's not working out. Because we're still complaining about the same things. You can go online, anything that you want to complain about or say there's nothing new under the sun. You can go online and look up old Milwaukee civil rights protests or talking about this or talking about that, whether it's housing, crime stuff, you know, prison, all that stuff. You can find clips. It's just back from from older time. The video is going to be older, but it's going to be the same stuff, the same situations. You know what I mean? So, and then people are like, well, ain't nobody ever done that. But dude, like, we have an opportunity though now. We haven't had a black candidate. We've only had one other one. So now when we have finally got another one in position, another black person in position, we don't want, it's like we don't want to, we're coming up with all these reasons and why not to fuck with her. Excuse my language. Why not to vote her in? She ain't black enough. She's only 23% black. She's not this and that and that. Her dad this and her mom that. And she like, really? But don't have nothing critical of Trump to say other than, oh, that's just Trump. That's how he is. No, but that's not okay, though. I understand that's how he is, but your next comment should be, and that's not okay with me, and I'm not supporting that. You should be saying that along with that. Because when you just blow off what he does and says, you're just kind of, you're not saying you're okay with it, but you're not standing up against it. But you know what I'm saying? But yeah. But it's almost go time, yep. But yeah, just wanted to say that, y'all. And back to the episode. Hi, Chewy. I'm just saying hi to Chewy. What's up, bro?
Hey, little Bubba. How you doing? It's almost football Sunday again.
A little Chewy. All right, y'all.
Spend a day with the ghost, baby. Get to understand me. I'm like a shadow. I'm the ghost for the shit, for all the spirits I possess. All the voices I be hearing, shit I'm feeling in my chest. I can go through the walls and blow through your soul. When it comes to the streets, dog, I get a shit my all. And if I'm not grabbing y'all, lift you in the signs, then I'm a Sagittarius. The magician is my tarot card. David is my first name. Beloved, if you break it down, I'm a real nigga. I'ma hug you if you break it down. Styles is my last name, meaning the expression of art. I guess why I'm just blessed with the heart. And they call me Holiday. I'ma let the blanks feeling. I call myself that cause I was born on Thanksgiving. 11/28/74. Snatch will I break bread with niggas that was ghetto or poor. He's short for Panero, that's a mixture of Robert or Al. But I ain't acting with a lime on wild. What? Here's why they call me the ghost. I'm half live, half dead, and when it's beef, I bring all of the toast. I'm the ghost of the shit. I provide you fluid that'll crack sidewalks and rise to sewers. Here's why they call me the ghost. I'm half live, half dead, and when it's beef, I bring all of the toast.
That the networks were airing the riot. He was like, what do you mean? I said, it's like they're rioting there at the Capitol. And he was like, oh, really? All right, let's go see. I'm taking off his outer coat, and I get the TV ready for him and hand him the remote. And he starts watching it, and I stepped out to get him a Diet Coke. Come back in, and that's pretty much it for me, as he's watching it and seeing it for himself.
That comes from an interview in a trove of documents just made public as part of prosecutor Jack Smith's case against Trump, alleging that he illegally tried to overturn the election. Trump, of course, has pleaded not guilty. CNN's Caitlin Palance is here with us.
Wow.
Senior legal analyst Elliot.
Trump was drinking Diet Coke while he was watching the January 6th riots tear the Capitol up. And Trump supporters still aren't going to believe it. That's crazy as hell. That should be disqualifying. He shouldn't be able to run for president. That's complete bullshit.
There are bits and pieces, but it's largely what we have seen before. Things like the tweets that the special counsel's office has collected, public speeches, even all of the photocopies of pages of Mike Pence's book that are relevant to this case, and photocopies of what those fake elector certificates looked like. So if you step back, this is the evidence in the case. So it's 4 appendices that the Justice Department has submitted into the court, and I got through scrolling basically all 2,000 pages of it because much of it is like this. It's totally blank, these pages. Not black.
Sealed.
Well, some of it's black, but much of it really is just blank pages.
So they unsealed this new evidence.
And those snippets are the things like that piece of a deposition in the House January 6th committee, the sort of evidence where individuals have already spoken publicly about what their interaction was with Trump, what they noticed him wanting to do as the riot was taking place, the interactions they had, the conversations that they had with him, things like Mike Pence in his book writing about what his calls with Trump were like after the election as Trump was telling him that he wanted to overturn this vote. All of this is in the court file because this is what the Justice Department needs to show the court to take this case to trial.
President's D.C. residents. The move, courtesy of the governors of Florida and Texas. They arrived suddenly and reportedly without much warning. Migrants dropped off in Martha's Vineyard and outside the vice president's D.C. residence. The move, courtesy of the governors of Florida and Texas. A political message to blue states. Texas Governor Greg Abbott has been busing people from the border for months, but now Florida Governor Ron DeSantis is joining him. He sent 2 planes full of about 50 migrants to Martha's Vineyard, the Massachusetts island, known for its wealth and its liberal views. Today, Governor DeSantis explained the move this way.
All those people in D.C. and New York were beating their chests when Trump was president, saying they were so proud to be sanctuary jurisdictions, saying how bad it was to have a secure border. The minute even a small fraction of what those border towns deal with every day is brought to their front door, they all of a sudden go berserk, and they're so upset that this...
Hell yeah, because you guys are doing it for political. Y'all see what I'm saying? It's Republicans doing that stuff.
Like, turn that shit up, fools. Light that shit up now. Grab a leaf bamboo flow, you know? Be Gucci. You gotta enjoy this shit, man. Juice flow as always, you know? Yeah.
Listening to ocean view, looking at the ocean view, lighting up the haze, reflecting on the days when my life was like a maze and I seem unapproachable. Couple grams of dope will do, that's money for the month. Watching La Costa Nostra movies, nah, I never was a dunce, so I knew to be organized. Did a lot of dirt, but I ain't mortified. This some G shit, I ain't glorified. Fuck a scary movie, being broke make me horrified. Hood niggas understand me. I was raised on the block with chocolate tie and nose candy. Then.
Hi, baby. Happy Friday.
Yep. Oh, I forgot there's that little bone in here for chewing.
Oh, nice. Yep. Our day's just about over. Pick Michelle up and go home. Relax. Hey, baby.
Hi.
Glad it's Friday?
Yes.
Me too. So did you hear the new one about Trump?
No.
Dude was drinking a Diet Coke watching the insurrection as it was going on. New document just got unsealed.
Really?
Yep. I just saw it on the news about maybe 30 minutes ago. So one, like whoever this person was, you know, because people are like basically telling stuff what was like happening, their experience, their interaction with him or whatever. Because you know everyone was asking anyone that was there. They were interviewing the flies on the walls. But I guess someone said that they had it on the TV and stuff, and then he went and got Trump a Diet Coke and came back, gave it to him, and Trump cracked it open, was drinking it, and they were watching it.
Oh my God.
Literally watching it as he was sipping on his Diet Coke. So now what are the Trumpers going to say? They're going to excuse it. Like every time something new comes out that he does, like you think like maybe this would be the one that'll blow the top off the lid of the boiling hot water.
Right.
And maybe it'll just be over, but it's not. They don't care. They don't give a shit. His supporters, 80% of them hate black and brown people that much. They're willing to just go with and just excuse anything he says and does, just so their side can win. It literally feels like a NBA Finals game or something.
Yeah.
It literally feels like a contest now.
Right, because it's like one day you're like, wow, she is kicking his ass.
And then the next minute it's like she's losing.
Her ass.
You're like, how did that change in 6 hours?
I don't know. Yeah.
Yeah, but so we'll see how that turns out. But
you know what's been bothering me all day?
What?
Look at how this is a perfect fold, and this is not.
Oh, your jacket?
Yes.
Michelle's got OCD about.
Yeah, so like this has been like half-ass all day, and this is nice.
Her coat sleeves, one of them's not folded up the same exact length as the other one.
Well, it keeps like unfolding too.
And you don't like things being kitty corner either. Whether it's furniture, whether it's.
No.
Who is this? Ain't that Tom Petty? Is he still alive?
No.
Oh, you dead? Rest in peace, Tom. This is for Tom Petty then. We'll turn him up a minute. See, I listen to everything. I'm a Renaissance man. I know the words to this shit. I just don't feel like singing. So I got the turkey, carrots, green beans, and yeah.
Okay, I just have to make the barley and the turkey.
Yeah, we got enough barley and stuff. Making the dog food. Yeah, because they finished the last of the other stuff.
I could thaw the strawberries and bananas.
You could.
And they could have that too.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Enjoy the rest of your Friday. They got Star Wars week on, what is this? TNT. Watching a baseball game, too. Watching CNN. Getting my NFL stuff together for this weekend. Yeah. So they got Empire Strikes Back right now. Empire Strikes Back is on right now. And then they got Return of the Jedi coming on after that. Return of the Jedi is my favorite Star Wars movie. Sorry, I had a cigarette in my mouth. Oh, shout out my family. I love y'all.
What are you doing here?
Holidays are coming up. Can't wait. And good dinners, and Thanksgiving and Christmas dinners and stuff. And looking forward to like buying gifts and stuff for my family and stuff. That stuff's fun. I still like going to the stores physically to buy gifts. I don't know, maybe I'm old school, but yeah, I like physically going to the stores.
Welcome, lady.
So yeah, I just want to say, everyone, we made it to the weekend. Enjoy it, relax, have some fun, get some fresh air. You know what I mean? I like to call it a mental holiday, meaning, relax your brain, just try to rest. Because, you know, the thing, like, if people are, like, worrying about things or, you know, I mean, unless you got something super, super, super duper, like, real deal to worry about, then, you know what I mean? And obviously, but I say, though, for the most part, I say at least 80% of the stuff, maybe a little higher than that, actually, of the things that we worry about, no matter what it is, they don't even end up happening. Whatever the worry is, like whatever that we're worrying about, that stuff don't even actually end up taking place. You know what I mean? But sometimes, you know, I call it worrying, but when, you know, sometimes when you do worry about things, that just means you're aware and you're concerned and you're thinking about stuff or you care about it. But you know, try not to panic, though. Try not to stress out. Just a little, you know, little kind words. And, yeah. So we're just enjoying our weekend, relaxing. Getting ready for football this weekend. Yep.
For office in 2016, you mix that with the chaos, and Kamala Harris has a good message that will land with voters about whether or not he's fit to run for office.
Lance Trover. Look.
Hey, baby, how do you feel about, like, because I was just saying, I think when, like, holidays and stuff are coming up, because I was just well, I didn't tell them, but my mother, I was just telling Michelle that my mom was just hitting me up. You know, she had got some gift ideas because Michelle's birthday is coming up soon. And so she has sent me some stuff, some pictures of some stuff, asked me if I thought Michelle would like it. And then I just got to thinking about how, like, when the holidays come up, I still like to go into the stores to buy stuff. Do you prefer the online, or do you still like going?
If I can do it not December 23rd, I don't mind storing it.
So you're kind of old school still like me then with that.
But I don't like the stress of it and the crowds and everything, so like some things honestly you can't get in the store.
One reason it is good though to go in for like when you're buying items like clothing items or something like that.
Right.
Because then at least you can come out with something. Versus like if you order some shoes or even like a clothing item online and it comes and it don't fit. But at least when you go, you can, you know what I mean? If that don't fit, you can pick something else, try it on until you'll leave out with something. As long as they have something to fit you or your size.
Well, and you also, like when you're ordering for holiday gifts, you have to keep in mind, like, what if it doesn't come on time?
That's true.
That always happens to me.
That's true. That does.
Because
that does happen to you.
Because I order too late.
Whoa, yeah.
And I think
up
it's...
some meat.
Because I always have to time it with my bonus. And every year I say I'm going to start, like, a Christmas account.
You know what? We're going to have free money, though, this year, because we're going to win that NFL pool, too. That's going to end before the football season's over with, and we're going to spend that money on presents. So everyone that's in the survival pool, thanks for the donations.
Right.
Because you can't get back in no more after
this week.
After this week?
You can lose this week, and that's it.
Yeah. Y'all hear that? That's breaking news. You lose, you're done. Michelle's got to still look at her team. She's in here cooking it up. We got the ground beef. What are we having, baby, exactly? Ooh,
okay, so this is a peasant meal. I call it. So
it looks pretty good.
Yellow potatoes.
The little red onions in there.
And you do it at the end so that they're not, like, fried.
Mm-hmm.
And then I actually put water in the pan so that it didn't, like, stick. Because I can never get the potatoes not to stick.
Mm-hmm.
So I did put water, and then it helps it cook it.
Sometimes non-stick pans still will be sticking for some reason.
I can never get potatoes
that?
not to stick.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what it is.
Looking pretty good, though.
But I have them, like, kind of medium.
Mm-hmm.
And I put the barbecue seasoning in
the
there.
Arthur Oh, yeah, we got it right here. So that's the Arthur Bryant's.
Yeah, I put it in the meat, too.
Straight out. That's from Kansas City, right, baby? Mm-hmm. Yeah. Yeah, you're going to like what my mom, I'm not going to tell you, but.
Yeah, please don't.
It's, you'll really like it.
And then I put some of that same seasoning in the ground beef, which will definitely need to be strained. I did not buy fancy ground beef this time.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to put a jalapeno in there.
Jalapeno, you want me to cut that up real quick?
I got it.
Okay. When Michelle's got her summer shandy going.
Mm-hmm.
I'm about to have me a little coffee and listen to some music before the other baseball game.
I asked me to give her a ride to a wedding.
A wedding tonight?
Yeah, so she didn't have to pay for like an Uber both ways.
She lying. No, I'm just playing. I'm just joking. I sounded like we.
And I was like,
a
wait,
wedding
let
if
me...
I
said, wait, let me guess, it's during rush hour?
Ooh.
And she's like, yeah, in Bayside.
Here, let me stir this meat up.
And I was like, you know what?
Yeah, we got the ground beef going, the potatoes. I'm listening, baby. I'm sorry.
You know, I hate traffic, so I'll give you $20 for an Uber.
Oh, okay.
I said, how's that? Because I'm not driving in rush hour.
Hell nah.
And it's not like she can ride her bike to a wedding.
Mm-hmm. So we're having the ground beef. I'm stirring that up. Y'all hear it? We got the potatoes in there. Are we putting okay, we did red onions. Yep. All right. A shallot.
I like shallots. They're a little milder.
Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. Excuse me, Charlie. And wait. Do they need to eat? Did you feed them? Oh, nice. Yeah, let's see what we got in the fridge. Y'all want to know? We got butter. We got Mexican blend, Kraft cheese. It's the Mexican blend. We got Smuckers, strawberry preserves. We got 2 jars of them. We got the Ghirardelli. Is that Ghirardelli? The chocolate sauce for the ice creams. We got the Edley's barbecue sauce. This is out of Tennessee. That,
You could actually put that in with the...
you want to put some of that in there with the meat?
Yeah.
You think this is still good, though?
Yes.
I want to check the date real quick. All right, Nick. Oh, I did check it the other day. We got pie crust. Got a bottle of 7-Up that's flat. That's still sitting in there. I got to throw away. Ooh, we got the Arizona. Okay. Michelle says she's going to take care of that one. We got the Arizona iced tea. That stuff's good. Y'all hear it? I'm about to have some of that. And then we got these nasty Greek yogurts.
They're delicious.
Michelle likes them though, but they've been sitting up in here. They're still good though. They're not out of date, but they have been in here for a minute. We make eye contact every morning when I look in here at these Tribaldis.
I like Greek yogurt because it's thicker, so like you get fuller.
What, baby?
I like Greek yogurt because it's thicker, and so you get full.
Damn, you're cutting those jalapenos like a chef. Ooh. Okay, let's see what else. What else y'all want to... Okay, that's enough. That's exclusive. We got these energy... I'm about to throw this tuna away. It's been sitting in there for a minute. Let's see. We got Parmesan cheese. We got these nasty energy drinks. Oh, wait, these are pretty decent, though, actually. The peach mango ones. Those are pretty good. We got milk. We got Betty Crocker rich and creamy coconut pecan. For the German chocolate cake that no one says they can ever find. Let's see. What's in the freezer? We got, I'm about to have some of this after dessert. We got the gelato. Talenti? What is it? Talenti? Yeah. Talenti. Sure. Gelato strawberry shortcake. We got that. What else we got? We got Purdue chicken strips. Checkers fries. Yeah, I'm about to put it in right now. We gotta just check the date real quick. And make sure somebody texted. Let's see what that is. Ooh, that might be old. I don't know.
It's not old. We checked it when we made the chicken pizzas.
Okay. Oh, wait, you can't see that text. Ooh, she saw it a little bit.
I didn't. My eyesight is horrible.
Okay, that's from Mom. She was talking about the gift. Okay. No, you're going to like this baby, though, for real.
Okay.
Yep. She's like, get out of my way. I'm trying to cook. All right, y'all.
Stay 2 nights and get 8,000 points when you book direct or after bus.
So this is as of 2023. There are approximately 308,000 non-citizens in Wisconsin. So that's migrants, immigrants, whatever. Which is about 5.2% of the state's population. This includes people who are authorized to live in the U.S., such as those with work or student visas, as well as undocumented residents and people who have become U.S. citizens. So, and I'm quite sure all of them ain't Latin. There's a lot of European immigrants and stuff like that, too. And they'll be like way up north in Wisconsin. But no one ever complains or says anything or bitches about them being here. It's only the brown people we have an issue with. That's crazy as hell.
No one does what we do.
So why isn't anyone complaining about the over 308,000? Because some of them aren't legal yet, but they're here working and everything. That's what I'm saying. In true reality, people don't care about migrants and immigration. Because we see them every day. We pass them every day. We eat in their restaurants. We have them cutting our grass, fixing our roofs. We have them bringing us our water and our bread when we go to the restaurant. We stop at their food trucks and eat their food. We don't ask them for their visa or their green card before we order food, do we? None of y'all do that. And if you say you are, you're lying. That's what I'm saying, man. Like,
Trump is mostly playing to his base, promoting himself on Fox and podcasts.
Here are some of the other facts about immigrants in Wisconsin. The top countries of origin for immigrants in Wisconsin are Mexico, India, China, Laos, and the Philippines. See what I'm saying? So there, nearly half of all immigrants in Wisconsin are naturalized U.S. citizens. 80% of immigrants in Wisconsin report speaking English well or very well. An estimated 28,000 families in Wisconsin have mixed immigration status, meaning that members of the family have different citizenship and immigration statuses. The number... Oh, I just read that one. Let me see. So, this says there's 70,000 undocumented. This says 70,000. Profile the unauthorized population, Wisconsin. Demographics estimate. Percentage of total unauthorized population. So they're saying there's 70,000 that are unauthorized. That means they're not citizens or whatever, legally or whatever, but they know they're here. So why are they still here if we have a problem with them? Because we're using them for work and shit like that. That's what I'm saying. Like when Trump talks that mass deportation stuff, even for people that are legally here and all this stuff like that, and a lot of I don't know wouldn't a lot of these like business owner, whether it's a restaurant, a hotel, a cleaning service, a construction company business, a roofing business, like all that type of stuff where there is a white owner, like I'm sure they're not too happy about that, but they're still going to vote for Trump. That's crazy, yeah. So That's what I'm saying. There ain't nobody.
Comment about his interview the other day with Harris. Tell us about that.
In true reality, no one's really concerned about migration. It's just a vote. It's just something to, to run on. And then it's like pick a side. Yeah.
I think Bear deserves credit for acknowledging that was a mistake.
I'm gonna do more research on that, but that's a lot. 308,000. So if they, if they're all terrible, like, shouldn't our state be just like all messed up and just unlivable and all these crimes by these immigrants and migrants? 308,000 of them that are here now in Wisconsin, no matter whatever their status is. I don't hear and see about them committing too many crimes in Wisconsin. Do you? So make sure we're doing our research instead of just listening to stuff. And then decide what you want to do. Because once you look these facts up, you'll have to come to the conclusion, whether you want to or not, it will be a fact that Trump is lying to you about this stuff. And all his people. They're doing all that for job security because they want to be able to keep a job. Within the government. That's why they sit there and back up his lies and don't ever admit nothing. That's why they do that. They'll be knowing that the stuff dude says is bogus and out of bounds. That's what the majority of this is. It's about power and having jobs and keeping money, having money and all that stability. But like, Trump's not going to be here forever, y'all. People act like Trump's like going to never not be around. So then what are y'all going to do when he's gone? And because everything's temporary. Everything is temporary. And all this Trump shit's going to end. And then hopefully he goes to prison. But it's all going to end. And then what are y'all going to do? The 20 and 30 and 40 and 50 somethings. What are you going to do next time? You're going to try to act like a normal, regular Republican again? That's what I'm saying. Like, those MAGAs, those people that are just all crazed out and just fucking act like animals and stuff, where are they going to go? Because they're going to be squeezed out. Like, when Trump is done with, and because the regular Republicans, they're going to try to take their party back and get away from all the MAGA shit. So that group, that base, whether it's the supporters or just those people that work, they're going to get squeezed out at some point, whether they win or lose. They're going to be gone at some point. So then, what are all those voters and those MAGA, those just crazy ones? Where are they going to go? Because they're not going to want to vote for what is going to become the normal Republican Party. Because that's what they're going to try to shift back to. So where are those extreme-ass MAGA people going to go?
Big changes are coming to Medicare, and your coverage could be affected.
They're never going to be happy unless they put up another Trump-type person up there. That's why they're running J.D. Vance.
From many leading insurance companies, our licensed insurance agents can help make sure you
Come on, y'all. Let's just think about everything. It's crunch time. We're, about 2 weeks away, a little more than 2 weeks away?
Take control of your coverage choices by
You know what I mean?
enroll today.
Just keep in mind, you would never let any stranger or anyone like that disrespect you, your family, who you are. Like, if you're Latin or Asia or whatever, anyone black or brown, if some stranger came up to you, or just anyone, a school teacher, an employer, a co-worker, anyone just that you would have to deal with in life, if they said, if you're college age kid called you one day from college or something and said some white kid called them the N-word or called them a spick or called them a wetback or something like that, or a teacher was disrespectful to them or said something racist or sexist or anything like that, you'd be calling that school, bitching and complaining, wanting that person fired and all that stuff. But when Trump says all this stuff, you just let it just go by, and you're still willing to vote for him? What? You got to think about that kind of stuff. You're not going to lose everything if you vote for Kamala Harris. You're not. And migrants aren't coming over here to take and steal everything from nobody.
From the Middle East.